Once upon a time, in a beautiful green countryside with rolling hills and pretty flowers, there lived three little pigs. They were siblings and loved each other very much. Their names were Percy, Pip, and Polly. They lived with their mother in a cozy little house. Their mother always told them, "My dear children, one day you will need to build your own houses. Remember to make them strong and safe." One sunny morning, their mother called the three little pigs together. "My dear children," she said, "it's time for you to build your own homes. Remember, a good home is a strong home." Percy, the eldest pig, was very excited. He was a bit lazy and liked to play more than work. He decided to build his house out of straw because it was the easiest and fastest material to use. Percy thought to himself, "I'll have plenty of time to play if I build my house quickly." Percy worked for only a short time, piling up the straw and tying it together with twine. Soon, he had a cozy little hut with a thatched roof and a floor of soft hay. Percy was very happy with his new house. He spent his days lying in the sun, playing his fiddle, and munching on delicious apples from a nearby orchard. Pip, the middle pig, was a bit more serious than Percy. He decided to build his house out of sticks. Sticks were stronger than straw, but still not too hard to work with. Pip collected sturdy branches and twigs from the forest and started building. Pip's house was a nice, rustic little cabin. It had a small chimney made from stones and a sturdy door to keep out the cold wind. Pip was pleased with his house and spent his days tending to his vegetable garden and reading books by the fire. Polly, the youngest pig, was very clever and hardworking. She wanted to build a house that would be the strongest and safest of all. Polly decided to build her house out of bricks. She worked very hard, hauling heavy bricks and mixing mortar. Polly's brick house was beautiful and very strong. It had a solid foundation, thick walls, and a sturdy roof. Inside, it was warm and cozy, with a well-stocked pantry, a comfy hearth, and sturdy furniture. Polly felt proud of her hard work and knew her house would keep her safe. One day, as the three little pigs enjoyed their new homes, a big bad wolf named Wolfgang was watching them from the forest. Wolfgang was very hungry and thought the little pigs would make a delicious meal. Wolfgang had sharp teeth, a long bushy tail, and a very sly grin. He was always looking for his next meal, and he saw the pigs' new homes as an easy target. Wolfgang decided to visit Percy first. He crept through the tall grass and knocked on the door of the straw house. Little pig, let me come in," Wolfgang called out in a sing-song voice. Percy, feeling safe inside his cozy straw house, replied, "Not by the hair on my chinny chin." Wolfgang's sly grin widened. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," he declared. With a deep breath, Wolfgang huffed and puffed. The straw house shuddered and then collapsed into a heap of hay and twine. Percy squealed in fright and ran as fast as he could to Pip's stick house. Pip welcomed Percy into his stick house, and the two brothers bolted the door, hoping it would keep the wolf out. But Wolfgang was not easily deterred. He followed Percy to the stick house and knocked on the door with the same sing-song voice. Little pigs, let me come in," Wolfgang called out. Pip and Percy stood firm. "Not by the hair on our chinny chins," they replied together. Wolfgang's eyes gleamed with anticipation. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," he declared once more. The wolf took another deep breath and huffed and puffed with all his might. The stick house creaked and groaned, and before long, the walls gave way and the roof tumbled down. Pip and Percy squealed in terror and ran to Polly's brick house for safety. Polly welcomed her brothers into her sturdy brick house. The three pigs bolted the door and huddled together, hoping the wolf would not be able to blow the brick house down. Wolfgang, determined to have his meal, followed them to the brick house and knocked on the door with the same sing-song voice. Little pigs, let me come in," Wolfgang called out. Polly, Pip, and Percy stood firm. "Not by the hair on our chinny chins," they replied together. Wolfgang's patience wore thin. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," he bellowed. The wolf took the deepest breath yet and huffed and puffed with all his might. The wind howled and whipped around the brick house, but the sturdy walls held firm. Wolfgang tried again and again, but no matter how hard he blew, the brick house stood strong and unyielding. Frustrated and hungry, Wolfgang decided to change his tactics. "Very well, little pigs," he said, pretending to give up. "I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll see who has the last laugh." The three pigs watched warily as the wolf slinked away into the night. Polly, being the clever one, knew that Wolfgang was up to something. She spent the night thinking of a plan to outsmart the cunning wolf. The next morning, Polly told her brothers about her plan. They worked together to set a clever trap for the wolf, using their combined skills and knowledge. Polly and her brothers placed a large pot of boiling water in the fireplace, and they rigged a mechanism to drop the pot if the wolf tried to come down the chimney. They also spread flour outside the house to see the wolf's tracks. As the sun began to set, Wolfgang returned to the brick house, determined to catch the pigs. He circled the house, looking for a way in, and noticed the chimney. With a sly grin, he climbed onto the roof and prepared to slide down the chimney. Polly, Pip, and Percy watched from inside, their hearts pounding. As Wolfgang made his way down the chimney, Polly pulled the lever, and the pot of boiling water tipped over, sending a torrent of hot water cascading down the chimney. With a yelp of pain and surprise, Wolfgang was scalded by the boiling water and scrambled back up the chimney, his fur singed and his pride wounded. He fled into the forest, vowing never to bother the three little pigs again. With the wolf gone, Polly, Pip, and Percy celebrated their victory. They had learned the importance of hard work, smart thinking, and sticking together. Polly's brick house became a symbol of their triumph, and the three siblings lived happily ever after, always ready to face any challenge that came their way. In the peaceful days that followed, the three little pigs continued to thrive. Percy's quick wit and love of leisure found a productive outlet as he became a storyteller, sharing their adventure with other animals in the countryside. Pip's practicality and diligence led him to become a skilled gardener, growing the finest vegetables in the region. Polly's cleverness and hard work saw her inventing new tools and methods to improve their lives. The three little pigs often reflected on their journey and the lessons they had learned. They understood the value of preparation and the importance of using their unique talents to complement each other. Their bond as siblings grew even stronger, and their story became a beacon of hope and inspiration for all who heard it. Wolfgang, on the other hand, learned a valuable lesson of his own. Realizing that cunning and strength alone were not enough to succeed, he decided to change his ways. He eventually became a respected member of the animal community, using his intelligence and resourcefulness for good rather than harm. The three little pigs were always on the lookout for new adventures. They explored the forest, discovered hidden treasures, and helped other animals in need. Their friendship with Wolfgang grew, and together, they made the forest a better place for everyone. The end.